are you?
Hey, I'm doing fine. How are you?
All right. I just wanted to come spend lunch with you. You ready?
Let's do it.
Hey, everybody. My name is G Brown, G Brown, the lifestyle changer.
I'm Frederick Brown, the husband,
And you have now tuned into Hanging with the
hanging with the
Browns.
Browns.
And so he's not here, guys. He's not here. But I said, you know what? With technology, I can get you. And so here we are. Come on in, say hello. Hold on, let me get. Wait. There we are. When you come, look, when you get in, say hey. Don't be what Shauna used to say, don't be creeping and peeking and not speaking, something like that. But listen, sweetie, you know I'm not one for wasting time because there will be people that watch this on a replay. Um, I have not spoken to you since yesterday. You have called. I've on purpose not answered. Hey, I've on purpose not answered because I wanted this conversation to really be organic, nothing rehearsed or just nothing.
So
I'm
that's why
asking
you didn't
you,
answer my phone call today.
that's
Okay.
why I didn't answer. That's why I didn't answer. So I know you were on the live stream for Monday night show. Let me just talk a little bit about Monday night show. God placed on my heart, whether you look at it as expansion, whatever it was just really, I believe in what it is that this lifestyle that we're doing so much to where I just really want to get that information out. With that being said, not only you and I having this channel and platform, but let's just be realistic. To edit video and go on, that does take a lot. So, and y'all might get tired of just looking at us. So we wanted to expand. That's the best way. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know anybody besides Frederick really in the carnivore community that would commit. And God placed four other young ladies on my heart, and I did. I reached out to them, and here we are. Here we are. And Monday was the first show. So you were on there. Tell me what you think.
I was really impressed, and I don't think you could have gotten a better group of women. You know, Laura, Robin, Rebecca, Rhonda, and you, of course. Um, that that combination, I think, is going to do well for you guys. And I, I was just really impressed and really looking forward to future content to see what you guys discuss and how this channel evolves and how you guys evolve and continue to feed off one another and just distribute information to people, you know. And I think it's even more powerful that you guys have a nurse in the group, you know. So yeah, I'm just excited, and I was really impressed and thought you guys did a great job.
So let me piggyback a little bit more off of what I did say that can come together with what you're saying. So let okay, once again, you and I have not spoken. What is it that I said to you on the phone? I know, but I'm a pump and prime you as much as I can because I know she ain't put me on no spotlight. No, listen. What did I say I wanted to do to somewhat validate the next step that I'm going into, that maybe I needed to get some additional training or anything? What was it that I said to you I was thinking about doing?
I mean, coaching.
Yeah, what did I say I wanted to get along with the coaching?
Oh, some extra training, I guess, in the field. Um, Enhance your background, possibly in nutrition or something to that effect, so
Okay,
that you
so
can be
a
more effective.
certification, right? So
Certification.
listen, how about two of the ladies reached out to me, and that's one of, I did, girl, stop it.
and I
She
can't
said, I
read it.
really put you on the spot. That's Pursuit of Bliss. She said, I really
Yeah.
put you, excuse me, on the spot. So, and then two of them said the exact same thing. Well, because they said it first, I didn't want to say, I had said that, but I had just talked to you about that to where, and what triggered it is that you were saying how Laura is a nurse. And a lot of times in this community, when you are trying to talk to or educate someone, you feel better hearing it from a doctor or a nurse because we do have uh, a reverence for them and their position. You know, we've been taught that, you know, they've had all this schooling, they know, but then you always say they're practicing. They're practicing this field. And for me to turn around and say, look at how I feel. Listen, here is the evidence. For some reason, that's not good enough. And so that's one of the reasons why I said maybe I need to go get certification in nutrition. But then I can see myself like arguing, not arguing, but having really good debates with them in class because the stuff
Yeah, it's
that,
more than it'll be more than a debate. I mean, with your strong personality, knowing what you know, and if they're trying to teach you something that corresponds to standard American diet, you're gonna buck against that. So I don't know how well that's gonna go.
I,
I'm just
well,
being honest.
yeah, take the class with me so you can go ahead and touch my leg, touch my leg, touch my leg, hit my leg. I keep, well, look, we'll stay on speakers like, gee, don't say nothing. You just keep talking to me in my ear. Well, let me say, for those that maybe are stumbling across this, this is not a channel that you normally watch. I'm very open and honest and sometimes blunt. I don't try and change it because
Oftentimes, oftentimes blunt.
really, you think so? I think I see. I don't see what y'all see. I really,
Yeah, of
really
course
don't.
not.
I just
Of
see
course not.
being me, huh?
Yeah, you only see it when you run into someone like you. You've done that a few times, and you can recognize it. But being on the other
But wait a
end,
minute.
it takes.
But when I run into them, what do I say? I say I can't be mad because they ain't doing nothing. But that's just me over there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
I
I have
say
to
that.
smile when I see it. I do smile when I see it. But
Yeah, when I run into a me, I can't do nothing. It's like you go ahead, and I think that I'm like that because um uh hold on. What? Oh Lord, I done froze.
yeah.
Oh, okay, you keep talking. Can y'all hear me at least?
Well, anyway, um, yeah, I can hear
No,
you,
if you
baby.
can hear me, they can hear
I
me,
can
and
hear
this
you. I can hear you.
and
I
they
can hear
can
you.
too. It will unfreeze. It really will. I'm telling you, when we get off of this stream, I'm calling for the fiber optics. I'm so done with whoever this particular, and we have two internet services in here, but I guess that's what happens when you move out into the backwoods. Um, but now what was it that I was saying? No, I consider myself just being me. I don't know how to be anyone else. Oh no. I remember now what I was talking about, running into another one of me. I think is wonderful. I am not kidding because I'm wonderfully made.
No, no, you don't. 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 No, I've had to, I've had to point it out to you because I can see you, I see you oftentimes um, get rubbed the wrong way, and I look at you and I'm like, that's you. That's what you do, you know. And you don't always take it, you don't always take it with pleasure. So that's not quite true, babe.
Okay, but I don't let them know. Now
Well,
you might recognize it, but I never attack me with the other person who being me. 'Cause it's like
No.
it's almost like you standing there arguing with yourself, and then, especially once you bring it to my attention, I'm like, "You know what? Now, I will get feel some kind of way if by chance you calling it out," and I'm like, "That is not me." I don't have a problem with, I can't even call them flaws. I don't have a problem with my personality. But listen, let me ask you this. Did you watch the show that I was on last night? Because I have not uh, spoken to you. You sent me a message and asked me, was it 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? And I said 9 o'clock. And I have not heard from you since.
Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact, I think when I sent that message, I laid across the bed and turned YouTube on and I actually dozed off. And by the time I woke up, the show was already on, and I wasn't sure how much I missed. But when I went back and watched, I realized I hadn't missed very much. And I came in
Wait a
when I
minute. By the
came in.
time you woke up, tell me this. By the time you woke up, was I on screen?
Yeah, you were on screen.
Okay.
You were already on screen, and you were talking. And
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I was there when you got shut down, and I'm listening and I'm watching. I'm not there. I can't respond to you, and I'm like, you you don't recognize a lot of stuff until it happens. You know, it's kind of one of the things that we talked about before, and it's like when I'm out and I'm being um, cautious and I'm looking for evidence of something, trying to be more uh, proactive instead of reactive if I see something
Hmm.
developing. And sometimes you don't, you just run right into it. And but sometimes you run right into it because you're gonna do what you want to do anyway. And that's probably that's probably more than anything. You're gonna do what you want to do anyway. And
Okay.
so yeah, he
Okay, well, how about I wasn't looking in the camera or I wasn't looking at the screen. If you pay
no you
attention to me, I wasn't looking at anybody. I was just talking. You know, a lot of times when we are on camera and even if we go back and watch it, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at you, I'm looking over there. So I really have to concentrate to look into the camera. um and a lot of times, even like right now, for those that have popped in, my computer is froze but the live is still going, and it eventually catch back up. So but even
it,
in
it
that, I'm not looking straight ahead.
well it's more than just looking. You also got to be listening. And even if you weren't looking, you still could have heard what was being said. And that's what you didn't pick up on. And
Mhm.
it was pretty much full steam ahead for you. When I'm like, stop, 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 you wouldn't stop.
Mhm.
And
I'm back.
yeah, you back on. Yeah, you wouldn't stop. And he did what he had to do. But I'm I think that both of you guys handled it gracefully. I wasn't sure how what was going to happen, but I was really proud of you when you backed down, and I was really proud of the way Russ handled it as well. So I thought the whole situation was very well handled and recovered, and you guys went on for a great show. So I was pleased to see
Mhm.
that.
Okay. So here's the thing. Prior to the show, he did reach out to me and was, I guess like certain things that he did not want to discuss. And I was good with that. At this point, my thought was I'm coming on, and whatever question is asked of me, I'm going to answer it. And there you go. I mean, I know how to act right. And so prior to me coming on, you can hear the show because you're in the studio waiting room. And I heard like a few people were still talking about that original show. And if if no one knows me, you know me, and I just really speak from our side in general. And I don't get up to hurt people. I don't wake up in the morning like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I don't do that. And so, right before being brought on camera, my understanding was that there was possibility something in the community that the way I explained it is like shots fired. It's like, no, that was not it. If you know anything about this channel, if you know anything about this channel, you know that when normally Mr. Brown is next to me and he tries to, okay, that's enough, those type things, because it's in my mind, it really will come out on this topic that we were talking about, that I've talked about many a times. I will say, here's the thing. I want, and it's really like I was saying, it has a lot to do with you. You are, I've been calling you a caveman since almost like day two. Uh, you have those old school caveman mentalities. You and a younger version probably could not make it very well, because this day and age, with women involvement and everything, you still stuck back there. I just don't have a problem being back there with you, because a lot of the pimpering and pamp comes. You're still the one that opened car doors. I stand there, you open the door for me, all of that. I love being the girl. I love being your wife. I love being pampered. I love being taken care of, well kept, however you choose to say it. With that, I know that one of the things in regards to you, that for all of the illnesses that you had, or all of the symptoms from the food we took in, uh, I will just say that wait a minute, I done lost my whole train of thought. Oh, no, because of who you are. And when we go to the doctor, it didn't matter if it was cholesterol, or even though you didn't need heart medicine, I still feel you would have felt the same way. Uh, but if it was a medication that affected you in the bedroom, you wouldn't take it, because you quality of life. And I say, well, if you feel that way, possibly other men feel that way. So for me, I don't normally come here. I normally a lot of times come here. Sometimes I work my way up, but the bottom line is, for those men that really feel that way, like you would put Viagra out of business because your own body parts work. It's the food and those other medications and the side effects. And I feel that if my husband feels that way, that he can't be the only caveman still around. And I'm talking, up a little bit in age, where, you know, canes and walkers and wheelchairs and so on and so forth. There's a possibility that you can get a lot of that mobility back, a lot of that erection back, all of that. But I also know that that visceral fat, that stomach, when some men turn sideways, I mean, you got that pregnancy down pat, where it's not nowhere. I mean, it's like, wow, that's a perfectly round stomach. I remember being pregnant. I know your back hurt. And
And all of that, I'm interrupting you here because all of that is great. We've talked about all of it, but getting back to the point of where you were going with this is that one of the things you and I talked about is trying to make sure we can stay on topic. You got a lot of information, you got a lot you want to share, and a lot of times you will just spit stuff off. You just roll and roll, and I try to get you to say, okay, that's good information, but maybe not right now. Let's stay on topic, discuss this, and when that comes up, let's discuss that. You know, instead of rolling everything into one and really feel like you have to go from 0 to 60 when you don't always have to do that. And I think that pretty much sums it up in a nutshell where you were going with it. And I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. Is we want to try and stay focused on whatever the given topic is, and then move to the next topic, right?
Which goes
Um,
back to what I said. That's what was said. Hey, Kay, that's what was said prior to them hitting that button, bringing me on stage. And it was like, listen, I'm talking men in general. That is what I'm, and even when I was saying it on the show and on my show and on this show, that is what, and it was like, no, that was not like it's you. That is not the way that it was intended. And if anyone took it like that, please don't. I mean, that's what I was trying to say. And and
I don't think anybody took it that way. I think if you go back to the original show when you first met him and you were having that discussion, I think what really caught a lot of people off guard, he's always been he's always been the funny one. He's always been the one that, you know, he can say and do and like you said, they didn't know how to respond to him. And he's never run into anybody like you, and he ran into you, and and it may have appeared combative when I know it wasn't, but I also know you, and I how bullheaded and strong-headed you can be, and how when you got a point, you gonna make that point regardless. You're not gonna stop until you make it, right or wrong. You're not gonna stop, and that's one of the struggles I know that we've had. When I feel there are times when it should be toned back a little, but you're not gonna tone it back. You're your own person. I can't make you do anything. You're gonna say and do what you're gonna do. But there are times when I feel it should be toned back. And he ran into you. He ran into himself. A different version of himself. And honestly, it actually made for a good show because everybody was watching it, wasn't expecting it either. So, but I was. I
you know
I
what?
know who
Stop.
nobody
Listen.
was.
But see how you just said, you talking about tone back. When you say tone back, you know the word come in my mind? Boring. Because
I know.
that's like
We've had that
most of the
conversation.
people. Huh?
We've had that
Somebody
conversation.
talked about the way that we communicate with one another. I'll speak on that one. Here we go. Um, w- Let me just tell on him. In the beginning, now I talk a lot, but in the beginning, Mr. Brown used to elevate his voice a lot. And I would say to him, I don't care how loud you are, that don't make you right. And I feel that a beautiful relationship is one where you can have the hard uh, uh, discussions. I feel that if, uh, excuse me, I want to, it's something, oh my goodness, I drank that water. It's something that I want to say. I, I love Frederick because he allows me to say it. Nope. I love Frederick because he hears when I say it. He listens to me. Um, I love him because he's heard me have difficult conversations, whether it's a conversation about someone else. If I come home and say, "Oh my God, I want to take this person out," I could just juke their eyes out. To however I say it, he don't say, "Oh my God, who is that I married?" It's nothing like that. It's one of those, I have my emotions have sent me up a tree. That's how we normally say. And he's the one that brings me down out of the tree and recenters me. And I love that about him. And now all conversations are not like this where we're like, ha 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 ha. There's sometimes where voices are elevated. And I and I'm liable to bust out laughing. You never know. I never know what you get with me, right? So it's one of those where a topic could have him heated, and I'm just nonchalant about it because it don't have me heated. Um, but I do. We have worked hard. It wasn't even that hard though. We've worked towards being able to communicate, and I'll you guys will hear me say he gets up. He's not trying to bring any hurt, harm, or danger to me. And I know that he wants me in the best light. Any spouse should want that for you. Um, but he also knows that I don't like to walk away and say, ooh, I should have said this. Well, here's the thing. It ain't one of these numbers. It's one of those, oh, I could have said it, I could have said this type thing. And I'll say again, I was caught right before going on camera, right before going on camera. And it was like, oh, is that what was going on? And I was not yet. So it was one of those. And I did not want um, any bad blood. But let me ask you this. When you said you really didn't know which way the show was going, uh, after the exchange, my normal reaction is exit stage left.
Yeah, when I said when I said that I know which way it was going, I was honestly I was very proud of you, and because we've been there before, and in my mind I had a feeling that you were going to react differently, reacting the way that I would have suggested that you react, and that impressed me without me even being there or saying anything. You did it, and so
Oh, I'm
what
so
says to
glad
me,
we recording this live
so
because
so so
I'm
which
make this part into a short.
which says to me, you can always do it. I know you can do it. When you don't do it, I know you can. And the bottom line is, you don't always have to have the last word. It's okay. It's okay. The last word is not important, you know. But that was the old you, the way
No,
you
no, the
would
last
handled it.
word is important, but it is not important to always have it. Man, that last
Yeah,
word. Why
yeah,
you
yeah,
think
yeah,
people
yeah.
always trying to get that last word?
It's not important that you always have the last word. And it it comes down to one of the things that you and I had talked about with we talked about it with me being licensed to carry, and understanding what the laws are and knowing that I can't be an instigator in anything, right?
And then what
So
I be
that
saying?
yeah, and you doing this, and I'm constantly trying to tell you to shut up, right? Because you can't I can't be an instigator. If anything happens, I'm done.
And I
So
tell you, you
unless
ain't got to jump
unless
in. I got
unless
this.
no, 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 unless I am rightfully defending us, I can't do a lot of talking. And that's totally opposite of you when I'm trying to tell you that, stop talking, and anyway. So
Well, it's good to know. Well, listen, anybody have any questions for us? Put it down in the comments. Put a QQQ in front of it. And we'll fire off some shots. Another thing, tell me, what did y'all eat today? What did you eat, sir? Don't tell me you went back to Wendy's.
yeah, I did. I went back to win it. And it was funny. The guy said, 6 large burgers. I said, no, give me four today. I was a little bit earlier today than I was yesterday. I said, no, give me four today. Yeah, I
See,
was gonna
ain't food.
fast today, but I said no. I said no. I'm gonna go ahead and go and get my 4 burgers.
Oh
So yeah, I
Lord.
did. I did. I got
I
my
know
four
you
burgers
probably
from
go
Wendy's.
tomorrow too. That's
Yeah,
but you know,
I told you I was going every day this week.
but here's the thing. It's no big deal because um you eat ribeyes every day. So I don't know
Right,
why. Yeah,
right,
I don't
right,
even think of that.
right.
And I
I've
but
been
yeah.
I've been eating ribeyes every day, and this week I didn't want to go to Texas Roadhouse and get a ribeye. I wanted to do something a little different. So
Hmm.
that's why I just been doing my little burgers. So I mean, I'm fine.
No, that's
I'm,
good.
I'm fine. Yeah.
That's good. All right, let's see. Fried pork belly bites. Hey, Lucy.
Oh, you got Kay on.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Kay.
I
Is Kay?
know.
Are
I
you stream? Are you
know.
streaming this to Facebook? Is Kay on Facebook or
Yes.
YouTube?
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
Okay.
Facebook. Okay. Oh, we had a steak already, some chicken. Oh, thank you. Pursue. I know. I'm
You're right.
telling you. I got
Thank you, Pursue the Bliss. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. I got
Situation
a good one.
awareness is key. Yeah.
It is, and that would be him, but it's not me. So I'm excited about the next show.
Wait. And let me just say this: the situation awareness thing, is so important when you have a lot to lose, and that's one of the conversations that you and I've had. In some conversations with people that have nothing to lose, you can't get into you can't get into it with them. You cannot, and you just have to be conscious of what you're doing at all times, of the situation, and know that nothing is worth escalating to you know the top of the mountain. So and again, that's why I commended you for backing down, which I you did and he did, and it was beautiful. I was really proud of you. It was beautiful. So yeah. Okay, go ahead, babe.
No, no, thank you, because this could have been a whole different conversation, and you do know me, and then when I it and see, I guess for me, I felt like you told me what I could and couldn't talk about, and this is the topic y'all were talking about before I came on, and you finna chop my head off. Oh, peace out. That was going to be me. You know it. I was on my way. And so uh but it was like, no. Um I guess listening to you over these last 19 years that it came into play. Plus, ironically, that was a conversation that you and I had prior to you on this road trip. I had said a lot of times when we are talking to our co-workers and stuff like that, we end up being able to curtail how we talk to them, but then lash out at the loved ones at home. And so I'm saying just kind of think in that at all moments. And so I would have been the one that normally had lashed out, but then uh, I took your advice this time. Yes, ma'am, Miss K. As a matter of fact, I uploaded some jewelry, gbrown.com. That's GIEBROWN.com. Hit that shop button. All those items are $5. As the exchange took place, I understood the intention perfectly. Very good, Paul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, this Saturday, we have a show coming up where some shows are meant to be etched in time, and it's us and about our parents. And I really, really love how that show turned out. And I'm glad you have not had an opportunity to see it until it airs. So, um, yeah, it's a celebration of our parents. Out of four, we only have one remaining. So, and then look at Miss Lucy up here talking about can't wait for the cruise.
Uh-oh. She's
Uh-oh, they gonna
going.
try and resist drinking the champagne and everything else, honey. Yes, everybody. So November 20th, we have today is November 8th. We have until November 20th. If you want to get on the Carnivore Cruise, which is also our 20-year wedding anniversary, oh my goodness, the planning, the planning, the planning. I'm planning on having a real good time with y'all. And it's a $200 deposit for the room, for the cabin for 2 people. You're going to get 50 of that back, because when you get on board, you'll have a $50 credit, each one of you, and you can utilize that towards anything. And I'll often say that uh, she read that and then made me think of something else. I'm going to take a moment, and because with the cruise, come on, G, with the cruise. Let me get my thoughts together, y'all. Just be on the cruise. That's it. Uh, guess what today is, honey? November
What's
8th,
that? Mm, Danielle birthday.
Danielle's
Oh,
birthday.
yeah.
My baby girl would have been 42 today. And I had my moment. Yeah, I had my moment yesterday too. But yesterday wasn't about Danielle. Yesterday was about my mom. It's like when someone dies, the conversation is over. I don't want to look. Y'all don't even put in the yes, ma'am. The deadline has been extended for the cruise. Don't put in the comments about me seeing her again. It's today that I'm talking about, and I just know that she would be so proud of us. I know she'll be proud of me. And watching my grand legacies grow and their mom not be here, just imagine the difference in the dynamic of how our family would be if she was still here. Even if my mom was gone, but just still having Danielle, how things would be different. Yes, FR, the there were still people talking. So I talked with the travel agent, and we extended it to November 8th. I mean, that's
November
today,
20th.
November 20th. But it won't get extended. Thank you. It won't get extended beyond that one. Yeah. Thank you, Pursuit. Thank you. And then let me see, I might even have, hold on, since you didn't ask, boo boo, wait a minute, wait a minute. It is, here's the website right there. You can go ahead and book right there. And if not that, go ahead and get yourself a pencil, and I'm gonna switch it. That's Michelle's. I'm gonna run both of those, so don't worry. Um, or you could do a screenshot if you're on your cell phone when that comes up. Michelle at deluxetravelco.com, and the website for booking the cruise is that bit.ly, but you got to put that HTTPS over in it, because that joker will not work. And if you do that slash Carnivore Cruise, that is the information. And here is the other stuff. Um, the dates of the cruise, we're leaving out of Fort Lauderdale. I am so excited. Never been on this cruise line before. And so that'll be new. Never been married to you for 20 years before. So that'll be new. Never had an anniversary with somebody as old as you. That'll be
You know that works the same for me as well, right?
you ain't never had none this old.
No, no, no. You're the oldest. Yeah, that's a two-way street. Yeah.
And I think another thing in regards to us is we don't, we're not easily offended. I think that's another thing about us, because I know sometimes with us, excuse me, talking and everything. Like one of the things that come to my mind when you said, "Didn't you buy them clothes when you was big?" stuff is like funny to me. It really is because I know my husband's heart. And we sit and crack with one another, and that stuff be so funny. Oh my God. It really, really does. And so I love that about us. I love that. I do. I love our relationship. I really do. I thought you were gonna be in the office when I call. I didn't know you was gonna go back to the hotel.
You think I'm gonna sit in the office and do this? Really?
Well, you could have stayed in. Oh, you had your headphones. Oh, they would have heard you
No, I
though.
gotta
They wouldn't have
talk.
heard me. Yeah.
I gotta talk. So no, no, no.
All right. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I will say, what did I get out of here? Number one, Monday night show that you thought that we did a really good job. So we will air every Monday, Meaty Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have an excellent panel. It is a total of 5 of us. And our first show kicked off. We got excellent feedback in regards to it. So we have our next show coming up, and give us time. When I tell you some stuff we got planned, it is just give a moment. I just say be one of the OGs with us from the start, be an original. All right. And thank you, honey, for complimenting me on, because you know me, on my reactions to last night's show. Thank you, people in the comment section for uh, oh, for understanding and seeing Russ and I in a good light of where we were trying to be in front of an audience. And uh, yeah, yeah. And thank you for all those that follow Hanging with the Browns, because I only know how to be me. And I feel that there's only one thing that I did not talk about on this show, and I still won't, but I will tell y'all around the time. We were on a cruise ship, and we were sitting at the table at dinner with a group of people. And that was a story that I never told. Uh, Frederick was like, nope, 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 nope. But other than that, I promise I done told pretty much everything. And I love that we can be honest. I love that you guys go on this journey. I love that he and I are medication free. I love that I feel 33 on the inside. I love that I believe now, barring anything that we have no control over, um, that Frederick and I will, and might even look like this, but we'll be just like how we are at 100. And so I'm like super, super, super. Hold on. Okay, you know you are. You a future OG. You look, you a original OG, and we are appreciative over those that follow with us and just everything. And Wednesday show is today. And thank you for leaving the office early. Thank you for having this live stream with me. And we got a busy weekend, Joe.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Yeah. Go drive
Are you all packed?
all my don't do that. Wait, you talking about pack for the cruise?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't
One
try. Look, I didn't
suitcase.
try. Huh? Oh, I
One
didn't, no,
suitcase.
it's not that kind of pack. It's all on the dining room table. I just piling everything up so I can just get a visual, and swap things in and out. We're gonna be on the ship for like 8 days. Uh, uh,
All right.
yeah. Oh, oh, baby. Yeah. Let me just tell you. Let me whisper. I got some surprises being packed too.
All right. Let's go.
So, but yes, you better come on, treat yourself. Just imagine what all the pictures we can take, the videos, the line dancing, the steaks we can eat, the whoo from across the table. We're gonna feel like we're on a family reunion. I'm listen. I know people are going because you're going to get internet, you get a drink package, all of that is included in your price. I know you're going to get footage, film, all kind of stuff while we are out and about. Yeah, if you are a content creator, bring it from the ship, man, please. It is just wait a minute. She ain't just packed. No, listen. We leave in what, 10 days, something like that, 2 weeks. That's the one he's talking about, not the cruise next year. We have a cruise in 10 days or 2 weeks or whatever, somewhere coming up close. And and then we have another one next month for his birthday. Yeah, and I packed for both of them already.
All right, baby. Thank you
All
guys for
right.
watching. If you enjoyed
Tell
this
them what to do,
content,
baby.
please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button. So, peace.
Peace out. Thanks, guys.